Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are y'all? Hope you're well. If not, scratch your ass and get glad, motherfucker. Today is January 14th. I have a fucked up wood, but it's gonna be alright, you know what I'm saying? We'll make it do what it do. Welcome to the morning hits, wherever you may be in this vast world or internet. This usually is daily, but you know me. Sometimes this shit ain't daily. You feel me? I don't think I have to tell you the strain of the day. If you were here last night, you know what I'm saying. Like, y'all gotta tune in with me, man. Y'all gotta get into it, man. Nonetheless, bring y'all the same old, same old. We're gonna talk anime, gaming, cannabis, culture, and those what the fuck headlines that make you question this thing called life, or make you think it's a simulation. So after I finish this, we shall get into the vast world of January 14th, 2026. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I had a whoop. Shit. Hold on. Didn't think this plan all the way through. Oh. Be right back. Or not. Bear with me for a second. Hey. So, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid interrupting her appointment while trying to attempt to get me something to share. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, I'm sorry. I know lately I've been kind of like scatterbrained and shit, like on some shit. But y'all don't hold it against the player, man. Niggas just trying to get this shit together, man. Because honestly, brother been trying to get back on, not religion, but just focusing a little bit more on my time with God, man. Then, you know, right now we're going through a little faith and fitness situation. So, brother trying to find time for that as well, you know? Because I feel like that's part of it as well. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be in God, but then not doing the fitness part too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't want you out there with bad health and shit. So, You know, like it's just more stuff for you to think about and take into account, like when you really trying to, you know, do things differently, I guess. You know what I mean? Like you don't want it to be the same shit over and over again, because then God ain't gonna forgive you. It get ugly. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, honestly, it's gonna be ugly regardless, because you trying to do the right shit. But just finding time for all this shit, bro, and trying to get it together, man, and not disturb anybody else's situation. Like, and I'm sorry. I know people love dogs. I love dogs too. But these ones where we stay at, bro, they have no couth. They just was chasing these cats last night. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and they back at it again. You feel me? So yeah, if y'all hear barking, that's what the hell that is. Fucking Tom and Jerry now going at it outside. But nonetheless, let's get into this first segment, man. I held y'all up long enough. All right. Now, first up, the global headlines are on fire. Muy fuego. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it's one of them type of mornings. You feel me? Like the world kind of woke up on this bullshit in ways, and yeah, we just trying to make it do what it do today, man. Not making it too hard, not, but also not giving effort. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the key shit. Like you putting enough in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something that we should kind of think about as people. Like, are you putting enough in, bro? Like, you put enough time in with your family. You put enough time in with, you know what I'm saying, with you, God, with, you know what I'm saying, or whomever you may believe in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, are you putting in the time, man? Like, with your relationship, with your marriage, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't make nobody else happy if you ain't happy. You know what I mean? So, and I'm trying to be that happy. Now the late I have been just trying to, process shit and make sure I'm doing the right thing on my end. You know what I mean? Because like all in all, you can't control everybody else. You can only control you and what you do, your reaction. You know, so just keep that in mind. But human rights groups say over 2,500 people have been killed in Iran's protest crackdown since last year. Um, The government's been pulling near total internet blackouts, making it hard for journalists to even document what's really going on in this situation. Um, Activists say that numbers might be undercounted. The world's watching heavy history unfold in real time. If y'all have been paying attention to this story, situation unfolding, however you may view it. Um, Meanwhile, in Ukraine, Russia launched a major winter energy strike. That's crazy work. Cause ain't it fucking cold for everybody around that part? So it's like, damn, bro. Like the one time you think you might get off is the one time they like, nah, nigga, we still coming. We still coming. It's a blizzard outside, but yeah, just know shit is coming towards you. Um, a major winter energy strike using drones and missiles, targeting critical infrastructures. Reports say power plants took damage and rolling blackouts are back while temperatures stayed brutal. And I think brutal is an understatement because we think 40 degrees is fucking cold. Them niggas is fighting -10s and -2s and shit. So yeah, next time it get cold around the south, don't be bitching and complaining because you could be in Russia or Ukraine right now during the winter season. So yeah, just keeping that in mind. Let's always keep that in the forefront of our minds. It could be way worse. Um, Now leading to China. China also popped up in the headlines, closing out last year with a 1.2 trillion trade surplus, even while the U.S. restricts NVIDIA's highest end AI chips, which is fucking crazy. And I have NVIDIA, so yeah, that's crazy right there. Because I imagine how many well, just think about it. Like, if you don't have chips, how the fuck you gonna get your situation together? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna fuck up streaming revenues. That's gonna fuck up the algorithm. Like, just think how high the price point is going to be for chips now and graphic cards and shit. So even and they still made 1.2 trillion, and that's with us restricting Nvidia's high end AI chips. So that tech just mixed with global economics, the world ain't chilling right now because that affects a lot more than what people think. And I think that would take a major hit. Well, I mean, that would fuck up gaming in a major way. Like if they really just said fuck it with all, what I'm saying, with everything that they have going on with China right now. You feel me? Like, yeah, your ass might just be grass, man. To be honest with you, but we're gonna stay tuned and see what the fuck happens. But we know for a fact that that could really be a situation. All right, now we're gaming and the real updates. So for the gamers, today drop actually fucking matters. And I don't know if y'all know it, but today Genshin Impact Luna IV update drops today. A Traveler on a Winter's Night hits globally. New Archon Quest Lantern Rite Festival returns, free pools, skins, and new winter lore storytelling. If you're building creative worlds, go peep how they weave emotion into this gameplay. Um, Also, just a few notes for y'all. Studies will suggest strategic games boost reaction time and spatial decision making, which overlaps with the producer brain. When you game early, you focus different. So maybe instead of getting mad about your child playing that game right before school, maybe it's their way of locking in and focusing. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never know. Things are different from when we was little. You know what I'm saying? When we was young. You feel me? Like, and I think our thought processes are a little bit different than our parents. You feel me? Because I think most of us before becoming parents and doing the whole adulting shit, we was gamers and we was fucking around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like give your kids that same right. And I don't know. This is what I try to do. What my boy Supin say, always hydrate beforehand. So nonetheless, my mom always used to say, the reason why I understand you is because I relate to the age that you are. And I remember being that age. For me, it's different because I grew up different than my kids are growing up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit was a little bit harder for me, you know? Um, it was a lot on me as an individual. You feel what I'm saying? Like, trying to break generational curses, being the first male in our family to graduate from high school and go to college. Shit like that. My kids don't have that pressure. You feel what I'm saying? And like they do in a way, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot more shit going on when I was that age. You feel me? But nonetheless, I try to relate and think about what I wanted and what I needed as a kid back then. You know what I'm saying? And the fun shit that you know what I'm saying, that I think about. Like, but it's not the same for us. Us like we was growing up on some like we was cool with just staying up all night gaming and shit, and you know what I'm saying, just kicking it. the game, you know what I mean? Now it's not nobody going over to each other's houses unless it's for some bullshit. It ain't no camaraderie. Friendships ain't really friendships. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like are best friends even best friends anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, do they really lock in like that? Or is it all situational and conditional type shit? You know, but that's just my spiel, you know, and what I be thinking about as far as the parenting shit. All right, now we finna hit this anime tapping. So, anime sector has a little celebration going on. KonoSuba season 4 officially confirmed for its 10-year anniversary, coming with new visuals, a little expedition, and audio drama. Uh, the anime's been carrying comedy, chaos, and emotional intelligence longer than people want to admit. And that's really anime as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And just my personal take, anime always been learning fuel for artists. Like even Logic, when he did one of his albums, he tells you like Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo were heavy in rotation for this album to come to pass. You know what I'm saying? Melodies come from scenes. Certain pacing comes from storyboarding. And to me, personally, that's composition, not so much just cartoons, you know? Um, the cannabis talk, you know what I mean? I don't really have anything for y'all on that tip. Nothing major or regulatory in the headlines today, but you know it's always evolving like technology. And now that technology is becoming more involved in cannabis, it's ever changing as well. Um, Just a little bit for those who may not know. THC and CBD interact with the brain's endocannabinoid system, influencing memory, creativity, and mood. Small doses enhance focus. Big doses, mm, uh, shit gets foggy. You know, you forget what you were in the kitchen for. You might go open the refrigerator and just be like, damn, all this looks good, and just be there for a little bit longer than you anticipate. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I'm trying to say is know your strains, know your intention, and treat it like you mixing drums, you know, in your DAW. Make sure it's measured, not messy. Um, Next up, we're gonna talk a little space. Space got a little motion with it today. SpaceX scheduled to launch 29 new Starlink satellites tonight, growing the constellation. Also, NASA and SpaceX are lining up Crew 11 return from the ISS after some medical logistics change, as I mentioned in a couple morning hits episodes ago. But I guess this is just now catching on. But yeah, we already talked about that shit. Um, I feel like space travel used to be science fiction. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it may or may not happen. But now this shit is coming and developing like phone notifications. Like this shit is just bing, 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 bing. And they just doing whatever they want. Launching shit, going up, coming back. It's way different now than it was back in the day. You feel me? Like it used to be like a vast, far off concept. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just like ordinary travel, it seems like. Um really, um, just to wrap this shit all up for y'all. Now, how we got multi-nation conflicts, AI chip wars, anime anniversaries, a little weed science, and Genshin patches, all hidden before lunch. So if you ever feel like the world has become your own personal RPG storyline, it kind of is. You know what I'm saying? Um, all in all, this was your morning hit. Facts with a little Squish Arcana flavor on that motherfucker. And hopefully your brain cells are functioning for the day of January 14th, 2026. I'm Squish Arcana, the artist, beat maker, and Chaos Interpreter. Tap in for tomorrow's morning hit. Drop your anime watch list in the comments, your gaming grind plans, or your favorite cannabis strain of the day in the comments. Stay sharp, stay creative, and keep your frequencies aligned. Peace and air grease. I'm out this motherfucker.